Now welcome back to the channel where we have some more Hasbro Black Series news to discuss, and I wish this was positive news. I swear I didn't make this channel just to complain about Hasbro. That just kind of is happening lately. But recently, or should I say yesterday, we had it announced that a 6-inch, of course, Black Series Boba Fett throne room was coming, and that this would be a deluxe figure. Now, when I initially heard that name, I figured by calling it Throne Room Boba Fett and that it was deluxe and that they were charging $32 for it, or $31 depending on what site you pre-order it from, and it is up for pre-order if you are interested in this figure on most major sites, including Amazon, Entertainment Earth, and so on. Anyway, when I heard that name, Throne Room Boba Fett, I figured for sure that meant it came with a throne, again, especially considering it was $32. That seems like a pretty fair price, in my opinion, for a Boba Fett figure and a nice little plastic throne to sit him upon. Just one problem though, there is no throne. This is a deluxe Boba Fett that comes with, well, his helmet, a jetpack, and a few blasters or rifles. Doesn't seem too deluxe to me, to be honest with you. It seems like a pretty normal or standard figure. We've had other figures pretty much with the exact same accessories, but they didn't consider them deluxe. Now, we did get another deluxe Boba Fett figure, a Return of the Jedi Boba Fett figure, a few months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. And it came with some, flame effects and so on, which I don't think justified calling it a deluxe figure, but at least it came with a little something extra. This time we don't even get any flame effects or anything really above what you might already expect this figure to come with, besides the removable helmet. This is a lot like other Boba Fett releases before, and considering we've seen other figures that have removable helmets and weren't considered deluxe, I don't know what is exactly deluxe about this figure. Well, other than that price tag of $32, that looks pretty deluxe to me, especially when you consider normal figures are $20 to $22, and I'm not sure what makes up the $10 difference here. I don't really see anything that makes it up, and I can still remember the day back when we got our first deluxe figures. I don't remember exactly what they called them, but they would be like the Scout Trooper with a bike in the package, or we had a Luke with a Wampa, and we had a Han with Tauntaun. And those were pretty deluxe figures, pretty deluxe packages and so on, and they came in at $40. So how have we, in just a few short years, and I understand inflation, I understand prices go up, but how in a few short years have we gone from a deluxe figure being literally deluxe, as in a figure and something special that comes with it, something large scale like a Wampa or a bike or a Tauntaun, to this where, the removable helmet is the deluxe part? His jetpack is the deluxe part? What is the deluxe part of this figure? And look, I'm not saying the figure itself looks bad, though until we get it in hand, who knows? We had the deluxe Boba Fett Return of the Jedi, which had a squished helmet, so you never know what can go wrong in between them taking that fancy picture and us putting it on a shelf. But that leads to another kind of curious thing about this figure, which is that it won't be released until, well, according to the pre-order sites that put it up today, anywhere from July 2022 to December of 2022, according to Amazon, which is a little strange when you think about it. Why is this figure not on the shelf at stores right now? Why is this going up for pre-order when the Book of Boba Fett comes out in roughly 3 weeks? I mean, that is a more minor complaint. I'm not too upset about that, but it really makes you wonder, why didn't we get this figure sooner? Why aren't we getting it right now? Considering this episode of The Mandalorian that this likeness of Boba Fett comes from is from a year ago at this point. But anyway, again, the big problem with this figure is the price tag. $32 for a quote-unquote deluxe figure, when there is nothing deluxe about this other than the size of the package, which they did just to make it look deluxe. They could have easily squeezed all that into a much smaller package. But again, they have to get their extra $10 out of every single fan who wants this figure. And this coming off the heels of everything that just happened with the HasLab Black Series Rancor and how it failed, and how in their statement they basically said, well, you fans didn't want it, so we're not going to make it. When in reality, fans, I'm sure, really wanted this. I'm sure I'm not the only one disappointed that it isn't going to get made, but at the same time who understands that that price tag is the real reason it's not going to get made. They asked way too much, and then their tier incentives were just kind of insulting. That, they didn't include the figures that I think people really wanted. And you might say, well, that's too expensive, but come on. It does not cost anywhere near $350 to make a Rancor. It costs much less than that. Their profit margins on this thing were probably huge. And instead of trying to budge on that, instead of trying to say, you know what, maybe we did ask too much, and bringing that down or trying to sweeten the deal by giving us even more than just Malakili, which they did include, they decided to just let it fail and say, you guys are the reason it didn't happen. But anyway, I'm getting off topic, and like I said at the start, I didn't just create this channel to complain about Hasbro or collecting. I made it because this is a hobby of mine, and I like to share it, I like to talk about it, and there is good and there is bad, and right now there's just been a lot of bad lately, especially with the Rancor, and with this continued idea of putting out deluxe figures that really aren't deluxe. But anyway, in future videos, yes, I will talk about things I enjoy. When it comes to collecting, I will show off my collection in the very near future. I am still in the process of putting it out. It has been in boxes since I moved, which was a while ago now. But originally, I was going to build a large collection room in my basement, but that has been put on hold because the price of lumber and so on is just kind of really expensive right now. So I've turned a room in my house into my collection area, and I will be showing that off soon. Well, that's all I've got for you this time. Now it's your turn to tell me what you think about this figure and what you think about these deluxe figures. Is this a justified price and I'm crazy? Or is this another example of Hasbro's greed, charging $10 extra for a figure that really doesn't have $10 extra or even an extra dollar's worth of stuff included? Whatever you think, leave a comment below and let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.